What is up, Total Excellence? So, guys, I have I don't know what to say. A totally excellent guest in the show, and pretty much he has this awesome campaign going on that he recently launched, and I am just super duper excited for it. It is Trial by Fire. The name itself, I wish I could say more, but I'd rather have my guest on. Pretty much within my introduction for this guest for tonight. He's awesome. I followed him since like 2018, and we started following each other 2019. And dudes, I love his art. This guy is like, he does original art traditionally and just does coloring digitally. But I'm a huge fan of his, and we're such good buddies. But, this is not the first time he's been on the show. This is the second time. It is a blessing. And I like to invite you guys and just give some standing ovation to Peter A. Deluca, a.k.a. Pad. What's up, buddy?
What is up? Standing ovation. Thank you. So real quick, I have to say, we've somewhat become like social media like bros.
Yes,
like
we
we've become like super fans. Like we follow one another, we interact with one another. Like this is why you do things on the internet, because normally we would never meet. Like we wouldn't know each other, we wouldn't know of each other's projects, and whatever. But I'm back. I'm here now. Now I have a book to sell rather than talking about a book to sell.
Yeah, right.
But like it's not coming. It's here. And then in moving forward, we'll do like more announcements. We were just talking on here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like I gotta get the ash can in order. And now you have access to one of my share folders.
Yeah, dude.
So,
it's oh my god.
Yeah, so
it's
like
fantastic.
We're just talking shop there, so that you can monitor the progress for like a lot of the future stuff. I'm just gonna start dumping stuff in there.
I can't wait, man.
But yeah, and then like Trial by Fire is it's the book itself is the title. Like it's essentially a bunch of science fiction cyborg superheroes who are trying to figure out a problem that essentially cannot be fixed. And the whole idea is, where do we go from there?
Right.
Like we kind of start with the defeat of the heroes. And we move them into areas of fiction and science fiction that I can proudly say I haven't seen a lot of. Like we're dealing with a lot of original science fiction ideas. Like these characters, in many ways, are immortal in their own right. We don't approach them as that, but we do use that within the stories. They're villains. Because I'm really big on the bad guys.
Right. Yeah, me too, dude. Villains all the way, man. It's like professional wrestling, man. It's like, who you like more? Do you like the baby face or the heel? There's a reason why the good guys, get the baby look, and then the heels, like the bad guys, they kick it up a notch, just to make things more interesting.
Yeah, and I'm all for that. The heroes exist for the villains. It's not the other way around.
Exactly, dude.
So at the end of chapter 1, we're introduced to like the one really big guy, and then in chapter 2, we really throw these like 4 characters into like everything, and we were just talking. I don't know if everyone on the cover is going to survive into book 2.
That's crazy, I don't,
because I have the ending already like done. The ending is written. But what's going to happen in books 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's still up for grabs, and that's a lot of my process, because I like to sit down with the naked page, and sometimes like you can see it on where you're scrolling. Like a lot of times I'll dialogue around my panels.
Really?
But, yeah, and I'll make story notes, and I'll make changes like right there, like as I'm inking. So I want to keep that like organic process as true as possible. So I don't want to overwrite the thing. But I am approaching it, a lot of the way like to what made like the 90s cool.
Yeah,
Much
no,
is,
this double shot right here, dude. This splash page, gorgeous.
yeah, and like, and this is one of the things I got annoyed with, where all of a sudden turning the comic became evil. Like it became this like gimmick that nobody liked, and I never understood why that went away, because I always thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Hmm.
And for whatever reason, it became like like it went out from the status quo, and people demonized it. And today, I woke up today. I was reading the new issue of Ink magazine, like
Hmm.
Marco's. Like I read other things than comics, and in Ink magazine, right? Like major magazine, they make you turn it sideways.
Yeah,
Like they have an article that went sideways. So I'm like, Ink magazine and Wired magazine can do it, but for some reason it's really bad to do that in comics. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Like we're still taking the artist approach with
hmm.
big visuals, like big ideas, and then hello.
Yeah. I'll go and shout out
Yeah,
some few dudes here. We
yeah, yeah,
got.
yeah. Let's go through them.
We'll go
Oh,
Skull Diamond 94.
that's my boy.
Yeah, that's your boy.
Yeah, Skull Diamond's going to be doing some artwork for the book itself.
Oh, awesome.
We haven't nailed it down, but he's going to be. He has what I think is called Heavy Saga.
Okay.
That's his like black and white Ash mini comic. It should be coming soon.
Oh, awesome.
It's like heavy metal, like gnarly look. Like Ice Earth album covers.
Oh, damn.
Like,
Okay.
that's his aesthetic. Heavy Saga is one of the greatest titles I've ever heard, but that's it. Skull Diamond is like he's one of the dudes.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep him under my watch, dude.
Yeah, I'll send you all his info.
Yeah, no. And we got Z Do It. Hey guys, what's up, Z? Also with Z Do It, dude, like he's like one of the dudes that did like he spoiled me. He spoiled me, Ron, man, because he gave me 2 fan arts for JRPG.
Oh, nice.
It's fantastic, man. Like he even is creating a comic as well. And the funny thing is, his center is like the villains of his comic are gators. So I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, let it happen, because you know what it is?
What's up?
On my YouTube channel, I've been kind of like stockpiling a thread of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like knockoffs.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I remember. I saw that video.
Yeah, dude, like I got one right here. The Wild.
Dude, bro, I'm trying to find that in like
Dude, I'll send it to you, but look.
Oh my god. Dude,
it's so nuts. And my whole thing is like there's just something cool of everyone trying to like go after like one idea. And like all these people packing, trying to like one up one another. So maybe 2021 is the year of the Gator.
Most definitely, man.
Everyone's going. I should just do Try by Fire Team 2 as Gators.
Oh man,
I should just make them like all Gators, or do like a dream sequence. All Gators, like someone's dreaming. It's all Gators, and it's like 45 pages long.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, dude. Florida's not going to be the same with that new team, and then the team after that, man.
But that's a lot of it. It's like the idea of Try by Fire is that like I'm figuring out the comic book business myself.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to optimize like how I'm lettering, how I'm coloring, the graphic design approach, the art direction.
So it's all you, is what you're telling us. Like in this live stream, like you did this whole comic all by yourself.
It's everything like surrounding the campaign, like the parts. Like it's all designed by me. Some people will be getting. I can show you this, like early adopters.
Okay, hold on. Let me enlarge you, dude.
Yeah. So early.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
So early adopters will get these acrylic pins, and this is something I created just to give away to people, and There's like a whole storyline connected to that as well. But they'll come like on trading cards like this, like
Oh my gosh,
so
dude.
it's stuff like that, and no everything around my like stuff like like here's like some of the like the Uzi Susie trading cards.
Yeah, dude.
But see, I wanted them to be a little bit more rougher on the back.
Okay.
Like, so I kind of had to figure that out. Like,
Yeah.
that's a different printing process. But everything, at this time, everything is done by me. And for right now, it's the only way to do it because, you have to think about the money. Like you have to think about paying someone to do something and then how much that's going to cost. And you don't want, like, your first campaign to be, like, too high.
Yeah.
Because essentially to get someone to come in to color it, like it's going to be like $22,000.
Wow.
Like and I don't have that type of reach yet, so I have to optimize how I'm like I just have to do it, but I have to figure it out at the same time.
Right.
And again, it's try by fire. Like I'm figuring it out too. Like we're all in this together.
Most definitely, dude. So yeah, so let's piggyback on Uzi Susie, dude. Like, what's Uzi Susie for the audience that are getting to know you, man?
Yeah, so Uzi Susie is one of my mini comics.
Okay.
This is one of the incentives. These come with every order, and it's available on Etsy. And essentially, it's a black and white raw comic. I do everything on the page, like penciling, inking, lettering. Okay, I don't want to say inking. I'm drawing it with fine liners. It's not comic book inking. It's not crow quill and brush pens because I do separate the two. But
all right.
You get the comic, 2 trading cards, 2 stickers, and a mini poster right here.
Right.
So so everything for that is already printed. Those are going to be rolling out soon, and I gave myself 90 minutes, like per piece. So every single page is 90 minutes. Every piece of artwork is 90 minutes. Okay, I'm drawing it at a smaller scale too. I'm not drawing like the full up. I'm drawing almost like a quarter up.
Wow.
So, which helps when you shrink it down to like the mini comic book size. And I threw that in before I got fully back into Try by Fire because I had to. I needed something to experiment the printing process with. How I was setting up the files, like the things that the printer needed. I needed again, like a trial by fire. I needed a experiment to go into this bigger book.
Right.
And I gave myself, I said 12 pages. You're going to draw them in 90 minutes. Anything you color, like any of the, like over here, like, we have Mac Daddy here, right? So, so all of this is still within like my own time frame to get the coloring done, to get all the graphic design done, because it could not suck up all of my time, but it also like had to be professional to a certain level, and I think like the roughness and it looks a little bit dirty. I think all that works within the storyline, like because it's a very like rated R. It's super adult. If you ever seen Hobo with a Shotgun, or Machete, or any of these like hero-driven grindhouse films, Uzi Susie like is that. It is absolutely brutal. The first issue is like nuts. Okay,
all right.
And each issue's like I'm one-upping myself with every single issue, like but it was really a part of the process of getting down like the storytelling, the paneling. I needed something to experiment with. And Uzi Susie's still going. Like I'm drawing issue 2 right now. I'm about like 5 to 6 pages into the second issue already.
And what's your game plan for Uzi Susie? Like, are you doing like 3 issues, 6 issues, or is it going to be ongoing?
No, it's not ongoing.
Okay.
Because I don't think that exists anymore. Like I think like let's have an ending. Like let's build into it. the ending's pretty much already like kind of figured out. So
Okay.
I might shoot for like 12 issues. I might shoot for 12 or 13, 12 issue comics. So it's going to be like 120 pages total. And then like once that's done, that's going to be its own like graphic novel or collection.
Right.
And that's it. And at that point, it might get colored. It might, like I might find ways to resell it. Even along the way, I might add pages to some of the other issues to explain things for like the reprint.
Okay.
Or, like, because like that's a big part of the process too. I could do that, and I'm not Marvel Comics, I'm not DC Comics. Because I always say that. I said when they reprint something and it doesn't make sense, why not fix it?
True.
Like like if like the death of Superman doesn't add up to like the next storyline, well, when you reprint the death of like just add pages. Like no one's going to scream freak out, and that was a part of the process that like I always wondered about. So I'm saying I'm going to do that. I don't care if I've been trying to reach out to the people that own Hobo with a Shotgun. Yeah, because originally Uzi Susie was in that universe. She was.
Wow!
She was in that movie. Okay, and all of these things that are like quote unquote Hobo with a Shotgun, I slightly changed.
Okay.
Okay, so if they ever get back to me, I can redo those changes and we can have like the Uzi Susie Hobo with a Shotgun universe, and then I'm going to just pull in some of those characters.
Okay.
But as of right now, everyone's like it's all like I'm like riffing on Hobo with a Shotgun, like almost. Like I'm kind of. But anyway, so Uzi Susie originally. I had a tier where you got Uzi Susie with Trial by Fire.
Yeah, I saw in one of the folders. So when is that going to be updated, dude? Because
here's the thing. I might do like a new cover for that because like people have already bought it on Etsy. Like there's people who want that package, and I don't want to take anything away from them. Because like they bought something special, and I just don't want to throw it in with Trial by Fire. So I'm debating doing like another print run of Uzi, so I can get like a new cover, maybe add some different pinup pages or like something like that, so that it's a different edition.
Right.
Like that's really what's holding it back, and I was 50-50 on just confusing people with like two unknown things, if that made any sense. So
I'm going to be giving out more shout outs because we got more guests on. We got Neostar Productions, the brilliant star that shines through the night, the sharp thorn in the side of evil, Riser Man stands before you. You see, hey Ichthus, did you cut your hair, pal? No, dude. I just brushed my hair back. I used some mousse, and that's the secret of controlling your long hair.
It's smooth.
Yeah, it's nice and silky smooth. I'll enlarge myself for a minute. You see, it's
I like it.
Thank you, dude. I want to look nice for for my show.
Hairline. Yeah, nice hairline. Hey, my hair was like down to here.
Dude, that's my goal. Is just to at least have it like down here, like nothing more and nothing less.
Yeah, so that was like almost like my COVID hair. Cause every place was closed in Philly for months. So I was just like, the hell with it. Like what are you people doing to me? So like I'm just going to do other things. So I was throwing it back in the ponytail. I was like, I could do like, the bun. Like I could do it all.
Right.
So, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. He was thinking about, like, complimenting his comic earlier. We got Gingerton, A Gingerton. Let me see. And Skull Diamond says, we are totally above DC and Marvel. Yeah, so I want to piggyback on that. When you said, like, reprinting stuff, pretty much, like, when they start, like, reprinting, like, all the old comics and stuff, the thing that really bugs me the most was when they were like recoloring it, and like I don't know, it's like the colors does not match to like the newsprint, and I have no clue, man. It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, let me pick that up real quick because a lot of times it's the quality of the page. It's all these other elements that affect the reprint. And sometimes we don't know. Like, we don't know because they may not have access to that type of paper anymore. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, and that's really it. And it stinks, and sometimes they have to recolor it. And you're never going to satisfy, like, the purists, and you're never going to satisfy even some of the newer people because it looks like there's something off.
Yeah,
But,
no, it does. It felt like so off, dude. It's like, God, man, if I could just at least be the one, because, dude, it's like I dedicated my time to like just like creating my own color set, whether it be the '90s or Wildstorm's colors. It's like, dude, just that, like, most of their coloring, like, they were ahead of the game with the digital coloring scene. So even with their digital colors, still matches with, you know, their printed, like, their prints from the '90s and late '90s, including, like, Marvel's Reborn run.
yeah, the Heroes Reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where, like, my next project, the Captain Apocalypse. Like,
Yeah, dude. Let's talk about Captain Apocalypse because I read your article in ICU. I'm really interested in like Captain Apocalypse.
Yeah, so Captain. Yeah, I don't have the exact format for that figured out. There's two other, like, I would say, prominent writers that I floated that out to. So, and I'm going to let them, like, almost like figure out what the story arc is.
Right.
There you go, looking fresh. Right?
Yeah, man. I have the best guest ever. Just here in this chat. These guys are awesome.
This is the Total Excellence Army. It's the team.
I like that. I don't even know like what to name. Total Excellence Army. I like that.
Dude, like I said, you have to push the Total Excellence thing. I told you this last time.
Yeah, I know you did.
It needs to get pushed, and more pushed. It's almost like wrestling. Like, I don't know if you watch WWE, but it's almost like they say in the back room, they're like, eventually Roman Reigns will get over. And everyone's like, no, like, and then eventually it takes them like 6 years. Like, they got him over, and now, like, Roman, like, I don't know, like, he's going to be there for a while, like, as champion. Like, you just got to live with it. But it's that sort of thing. And you know what? I just picked up someone's tweet today. Someone said they were kind of like crying, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But they were like, I just did like these 3 types of videos on YouTube. I only got this many views. I have this many followers.
Right.
And they're like, I guess that's that. And I kind of tweeted back at them. I'm like, look, dude, like, that's the process.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times, things that you think are going to, like, hit or catch on will not. It will not catch on. And sometimes, like, these oddball things are what people get into.
Yeah.
But like, everyone thinks that, like, they can get a social media presence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Like,
so true.
It takes a long time, and it takes a lot of work, and you have to kind of do everything. You have to do what you're doing,
right?
Like with these live streams, you have to do it with coloring. You just have to figure it out, and at that point, like, whatever. Like, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be perfect. And I think so many people just think it's like, oh, well, you know, I do 1 video a day. I do 1 video a week. I'm like, okay, like, you just have to keep going, and you have to be consistent. Like, that's the real thing. So I don't know, but it's like, when it comes to the Total Excellence, we just gotta keep pushing it. That's all.
Yeah, no, dude. I'm doing my own end of the stick, you know. I'm on Discord. I'm on every other channel. I'm trying to connect with everybody, network, and all that fun stuff. And, you know, it works out, dude. I mean, like, I literally, in the end of the year, I got 71 subs. It's crazy. Like, literally 1 month ago, like, the first time I ever started this YouTube channel, when I started streaming, like, literally in 1 month, it was like 30 subs. And to me, it was nuts.
Yeah, yeah, and same here. Like I'll spike in certain ways. I'll level off.
Yeah.
Some of my live streams will do very well. Like the ones I do on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them will, some of them won't. And I just say like the hell with it, because at the end of the day, even with some of my Twitter live streams,
Right.
dude, like I'm there flipping through like some of the best Wildstorm comics like ever.
Right.
And I'm having a good time like going through the book, and
Mm-hmm.
that's it. Like and that's all that I can take away from it. Like and I think there's just so many people that think they're like they get in, they do good work, and they
Mm-hmm.
back out. They back out when they don't get a lot of followers and they don't get a lot of hits. And like that's not for me. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
in this thing for like the long haul. Like
Yeah.
I've been like attacking this already for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, I was doing my own separate stuff on YouTube. I was
Right.
trying to like I had a different tangent there. And same thing with like the artwork and the comics. Is I'm going to keep throwing comic books out there because they entertain me. They're stories that I want to see, and at the end of the day, I'd rather them be like out there than like in here. Like
Yeah.
I want to exercise the demons, so to speak.
On
Like, I got, but no. So, real quick though. So, what are your updates? What's happening on your end?
my end, so pretty much on my end in the Gators, I got sketches. I've shown off a few people. I'm going to be showing off with you privately. I even like I did like up to 4 pages when I did JRPG, and then I started debating, and because I started noticing myself like, okay, I'm not really committed to it. I'm procrastinating. If I'm procrastinating, I'm not committed to it. So what's the deal? And then I'm like, well, if I do it within this art style and then change it up to this other one, then it's kind of like veering off of how I'm marketing myself with my art and everything, because then it shows inconsistency. Like, okay, like you did it this style, but holy crap, like this style is way better, but I was comfortable with this style more. So I've just like it was no brainer to me, so I just started redoing it over again. It's not like I was all the way in. It's like 4 pages. That's fine. I'll redo it. And I'm almost done with page 1. I'm even like doing character references with different head angles, and it helps out a lot. So for all you artists out there that are creating your own characters and stuff, have a character sheet, because it's gonna help you a lot. Because there's one certain panel that I was like, okay, the head is off, like, so I literally just snatch off this one side of the character's head, just redrew it, bam, that's it. I'm set. I'm happy how it looks. So I already did the design how I want the Gators to be. It's just sketch, it's perfect for the New Year's, so they get to see the new Gators and what I'm aiming for with them. I'm going to be planning to do a live stream inking them, so that way they get an idea of how they're going to look, and I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome, dude. Hey, I still owe you Gator artwork, so I didn't forget that.
Hey, man, I owe you for Trial by Fireworks, so,
Yeah, well, because like you said because I know I think I have 2 other pinups that were already sent to me, but you weren't one of them, were you?
I believe I hit you up after the stream was over.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's like I at the time before I added the 20 extra pages.
Right.
I had I think 5 pages available for pinups. 2 of them were spoken for. CB Smallwood did his. And
awesome.
He's the guy that does like Wildcat, and he was live streaming on YouTube for a while. But Wildcat's like it's like a pit. It's like this image looking character that he's got to get that done. Like the thing looks so freaking cool. But so like I still have that available for you. So like no rush as of right now.
Okay.
We'll do that. We'll just trade a couple cool images. Like no pressure. But again, like let Try by Fire also represent what I think is like the next generation. Like like I don't want a pinup by someone that's like up here. Okay,
Yeah.
like I want to pin up by like the young guns, like the guys that are hungry that are like a lot closer to where I'm at because like I can go up here and be like, hey, can I give you like $200 to draw something?
Mm-hmm.
And to me,
$200.
oh, the flock is in the house.
The flock, my buddy Scott Wilson. What is up, Total Excellence? Looking fresh at this. Thank you guys for the compliments. I really do appreciate it.
I think we should just did a live stream about your hair.
Yeah,
People love them. What happens if I told everyone that Trial by Fire comes with moose? Are we going to be able to drive some sales?
Maybe, dude. Maybe. I don't know. It's your business. Might as well just have the moose on my head and then just use it. It's like this is how it's gonna look. Just to have those expectations,
Yeah. I'll say this. If we can get Trial by Fire at just let's say $500 by the end of the week. By next Friday, we'll do a moose stream where I'll moose up my hair for your awesomely dedicated audience.
Oh man, yeah, no, my audience, I love them so much. They're the Total Excellence Army. I give credit to AKA Pat for just saying it on the stream. Let me see what this Skull Diamond said. I have piles of sketchbooks that contain preliminary sketches of thumbnails, character designs, and concept work for the development of heavy saga. Yeah, dude, I have... Dude, you're not the only one. I got a freaking sketchbook dedicated to my Gators.
Yeah, so I love that. I love that cover. Dude, we all have sketchbooks. I have my... even right next to me, I have my.
Yeah, let me enlarge you, dude. Oh my god.
My nice. 300 drawing props that I'm drawing in all gel pens. I'm just using gel pens for this.
That's awesome.
But I'm following the prompts though. I'm being as literal with the prompts as possible.
Yeah.
And then I do these. I do my themed sketchbooks.
Oh my god, dude! Dude, I looked at your website, man. Seeing your turtles, they look totally excellent.
So these are my whole thing with the themed sketchbooks is it just trains me to do things outside of my normal zone. Okay?
Right.
So I need to figure out this is Pain the Con. Where else would I draw him? And all of my sketchbooks, I do my own title pages and stuff. I make them real books. So
most definitely, man.
Yeah, and that's a lot of my process because I want to get the cobwebs out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But when I draw the page, I'm not inhibited. I'm ready to go. I can keep it loose and I can keep it energetic. And that's everything I do. I want there to be a power that comes, and the only way to do that is to be as little as less mechanical as possible.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want to draw and redraw more than a few times. Sometimes I just sit I'll have the page and I'll have one panel and I'm well, this is cool, and then it's crap. I have the whole other page. Now I need to explain this. So I got
exactly.
I got this much room to explain how the guy got through the wall, or something, and I'll figure it out. And but I also want it to be quick because it needs to have a little bit of that energy. Because that's I'll say that's the one thing social media has given me. They've given me almost my own physical art direction because everyone would comment about the energy level of my art. So
yeah, no, dude, I love the energy in your art. I love how thick your lines is and your cross hatching stuff. It's dude, it's I want to know what tools this dude uses and everything, man.
Yeah, dude, I use a Series 5 Crow Quill.
Oh man, yeah.
Series 5 or Series 7, okay. And I use a size 2 Winsor Newton brush, and that's it. And that's because I talk about this a lot in some of my other like I talk about this with my podcast, with my like other videos,
Right.
is a lot of times like when I go into a project, I make myself a box, and I
Okay.
say, like, cause yeah, this is me talking to myself. I'll be like, Pete, like, it would be cool if it looked like this. Okay, how do I make it look like that? Okay, um, I figured out how to make it look a certain way, and that's it. I'll just be like, I'm using these types of pens, I'm using this type of pencil, I'm drawing it on this type of paper, and like that's it. And that way I can be consistent with like how it looks, and I'm not kind of second guessing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because now I can just again go back to the page and focus on what's happening on the page. I don't have to worry about how it's going to look.
Yeah, dude.
Because I think normally I would just go crazy, like because I have too many options.
Yeah.
Like I want to give myself as little options as possible to get over the finish line, so I can again like even like some of this stuff like over here,
Mm-hmm.
this is all Pentel.
Man, that's
Okay.
gorgeous.
So this is all brush pen, and then this is all crow quill.
Wow.
No brush. It's only crow quill. So it's like and let me see. I'm just like grabbing stuff here.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. See, we got like.
Yeah, we got DJ Pale Show says hello there. Total excellence.
See, join the Total Excellence Army.
Most definitely, dude.
Yeah, we gotta get you like the PO box so people can mail in their Total Excellence flyer application.
Yeah, right.
And you can send them one of those like 70 looking bumper stickers.
Oh my god, dude.
Like for the I guess you're also I keep forgetting this. You're in a state that's not really locked down at all.
Yeah, no, that's the crazy thing is like, mind you, like we're the state where like it gets a lot, but I think now we're starting to calm down a bit.
Yeah,
but still, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's spiked a few times, but here in Philly, like I mean, I was walking around the city today. There's no one around. Like I'm like, what is this? Like it's not even fun being in Philly anymore because I can't just like walk around drinking at like bars and restaurants all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to like walk around with my own alcohol. I'm like one of those. Like but I keep forgetting you're in like Florida, and it's a different mindset.
It is, man.
Because even here, just to leave and do something, like you cannot be spontaneous at all. Like you have to know like the hours of places, what the restrictions are. Around here, some places have different requirements for like your mask. You have to have a certain type of mask. It's not. I don't have time for this. Like, I mean, like whatever. But no. So, but yeah, and then real quick, talking about your gators.
Okay.
Your gators, maybe you should look into like just doing what I did with Uzi Susie.
Okay.
Do like 12 pages. Do an origin story in 12 pages.
Right.
Draw them small, and make a mini comic. And at that point, like you have a blueprint, you have a first run, and if it kind of if you got some like traction around it, just redraw it, like blow it up, just blow it up at that point.
Yeah, no, dude. I do have plans. I do have plans with like doing ash cans and stuff. I do want to like have people on board because I'll just do like the writing. Like I'll just have like the writer's spot. And then I want to try out other artists that, did some fan art that really impressed me. And I'm like, oh, man, this person, did this for me. Like, I got to give them a spot and try them out and, bring them out there. Especially you, dude. I can, if you made the TMNT look twice as awesome, I cannot wait to see how you do your interpretation of the Gators, dude.
Yeah,
so
I didn't show you, but I have like a couple like pinup ideas.
Oh
like,
my god, dude.
Like one's like all action and the other one's a little bit more like stoic. A little like like a little thoughtful, I'll say. But it's but that's like really like the big idea. And getting back to Try by Fire real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that's the why like what you guys are seeing is just Like, I'm entertaining myself. I'm in self amusement. Like I want the colors. Like the purple, the blue. I want the pink highlights.
Hmm.
I want the speed lines. I want things to be a certain way on TBF
Yeah.
because I'm not seeing people do it. Like I'm kind of doing a lot of things. I'm not seeing a lot of like
Uh huh.
the big two, so to speak, too.
Right.
And I'm like, crap. I just want to do a comic where like action is first. Like, like what's wrong with that? And I hate to say it, but I think action in comics, it's dying. I don't think comics are becoming like an action-driven art form that,
Hmm.
for like 100 years they were.
Right.
I think comics are shifting into like a different audience. They're shifting into a different mindset. And I'm being like the Grinch. I'm like, oh, like why can't they be like the good old days?
Yeah, no,
And
it's very different how it is now. Like this is why like everyone thinks about the 90s. Like yeah, there was a speculator market behind it, but it was totally artists like everything from the 80s to the 90s. It did not matter whether it's comics or television. It was like it was literally the highlight for creativity to like explode. I mean, even MTV was getting creative with like music and genres and all that stuff, man.
dude, like MTV, like just even thinking back of like the things that they did with the MTV logo.
Yeah, dude.
Like the intros and stuff, and the logo would be like animated sometimes, and it would just be like anything went. And even though like they were still like marketing and branding, like
Uh huh.
MTV still had like an image, but at the same time there was like this, almost like the inmates running the asylum type feel, and there was like Ren and Stimpy and Nickelodeon was
Oh my
like
god. Yeah, dude.
right, where it was just like it was madness because these companies were still small and they didn't get bought out by the bigger guys yet. You know,
Yeah.
and I think that's really what happened with modern comics. And I'm not saying there's not good stuff there because there is, and there's really talented people there, but I think this like Wild West shooting from the hip, doing things for the sake of doing things. I just think it's gone. And I think all of that is indie comics. I think it's all on Indiegogo. I think when it comes to the mini comics, I think that's all on Instagram. That's Instagram and Etsy. And I just want to attack it all. Like,
Right.
like I want to attack all of these genres. I want to get all these ideas out of my head, and then we can see where I'm at. Because I might just move on with my life and be like we're done with comics. Like, again. But no, dude. Like, I think everything you're doing too is just, it's really the next level, like next level, next generation. Because because I grew up around like within the '90s,
Hmm.
and here's the funny thing, like it was always like, who's the next Jim Lee? Who's
Right.
the next Todd McFarlane? Who's the next Rob Liefeld? And all of these other things, comparatively speaking, we got. Like, in a lot of respect, like, we got, like, another Michael Jordan with Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Like,
Hmm.
like we got these, like, other things. But when it comes to comics, we never really got another McFarlane, Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld. We never got another Image 7 until all this Indiegogo stuff came up, and I think those guys are like, I'll be evasive for a little bit because like not dropping names, but like I think some of those guys that are getting the $300,000 campaign, the $1 million campaigns, that's like these are your new Image comics. Like this is your new Todd McFarlane, this is your new Jim Lee, like over here, and a lot of them are left over from the '90s.
Yeah, they are.
But there's like a power to their work. And I really think it's just like the industry went and it's turned its back on the artwork. And I'm saying it's back. Like the
Oh yeah,
nine,
no, it truly
yeah,
is fact because like McFarlane keeps saying it. Like every time he hires like new artists for his Spawn run, is like it is amazing that artist has been restrained over by the writers because they're so used to the writers just putting in a lot of descriptions on what they want to put in a scene, and it just destroys the artist's like creative mindset on like how to draw a page, or like, you know, the Marvel method, not the Dan Slott Marvel method. That is the Dan Slott method, and the sloth method is literally a sloth. So
yeah, but like, could you imagine like if you and I like worked on something?
right.
Like it would literally start with visuals.
No,
Like,
it truly is.
you know, like I would send you like a bunch of layouts and be like, well, this is where the story could go, and you would just like come back with corrections, add your own stuff. You know, and I think even with like living in new media, okay, like, you know, again, like even today, like I set you up with a bunch of share folders because
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like, you know, like I want you kind of inside my head when it comes to like 3 of these projects. So, you know, and we can do it like that. And back in the day, dude, it was a big deal if you could FedEx work overnight. It was a big deal if you could fax someone drawings. Those
It's
two
crazy.
things like took away the comic book bullpen. You know, like, and it made artists remote. And now we're in like that age now is on cocaine. With like you know, with like social media, cloud-based filing, what you and I are doing. And for some reason, you know, like it doesn't seem like people are talking visual. Artists aren't talking to each other like on this level. And I just say the hell with it. You know, like I just say let's start with something that looks amazing.
Right, man.
Like and we'll figure out the storyline there.
Yeah, no. What I like, it's the funny thing too is like just going back between you and my project is like we are doing a story, because the thing that I don't like about these team books is that the teams are already established. Like, yeah, they have like their arguments here and there, but I mean they're established. But here's our characters. My characters are not like they're a so-called team, but hell, the leader thinks like he's babysitting his brothers. You know, they're not well established, and the only one that's glued to this whole team is practically their mentor. And your team is literally trial by fire. It's like they're literally, you know, they're trying to like fix something that's already been broken. It's like there's just no way out.
Yeah, and that's like again, even when we were talking in the green room, trial by fire, like visually allows me to like really do anything because I have like a story premise that opens that up. And we were talking. I'm like, well, maybe I'll kill the whole team. Maybe I'll do
Spoiler alert.
yeah, like maybe I'll do that. You know, like I can kill them and bring them back. I could do, and the way I would bring them back would be like fun and interesting. And again, like that's the power of like being independent, because I had no one to tell me like not to do that. I have
Oh
no
yeah.
I have no one to be like, you know, like you cannot do that with Spawn. And it's
Oh
just
no.
it's like whatever, like fine. But we can do it here. And I don't know, dude, like it's fun, it's liberating. And I think as long as like you're good about your campaigns, you keep people updated, you figure out your own production pipeline, like what are your steps,
Right.
and you isolate those weaknesses and you just work on them. Like again, yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff when it comes to my coloring process to make it quicker. That's it.
Right.
Like, you know, and that's my focus right now because yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and color 69 pages. Like,
Yeah.
like that's going to have to happen as I'm working on book 2.
Right.
Like I'm going to be writing, drawing, penciling book 2, and I'm going to be in full coloring mode. And there's only so many hours, you know. And this is the stuff you have to be cognizant of. And I think a lot of people, like because yeah, I do a lot of stuff with you. Like, you know, like I talk to a lot of people like off of Discord or off of Twitter, privately, and I'll always hammer them about like what their steps are. And you can always see it. You can see that guy's like 8 pages in, and he's so hung up on like this other issue where I'm like, dude, just draw your next page. Like, because those pages have to get done.
Exactly.
Okay, like you should always be drawing your next page as you're working out these other issues. And a lot of that like internal philosophy and methodology, it's very scary. And dude, like this was my previous life where, I worked very hard to get into comics. That happened for me. I pulled myself out, went into like basically corporate America, corporate design,
Yeah.
so I can develop more of a business acumen. So I can kind of start thinking about these guys that are very like good managers, and,
Mm-hmm.
and they're familiar with concepts like business process management, or like or pipelining and making a flow chart. And I'll say that to anyone. I will say even for you, make a list of everything you're doing and fill in like the spots, fill in every single step. Okay.
Right.
And a lot of times, if you cannot do that, then like you see your weak spots, and that's it. But now you have a list, and you can be like, like this area, like I'm spending too much time like working on my artwork after I scanned it. Like I get into the computer, I'm spending too much time getting it like print ready. What do I have to do? And even now, like even this, like I just retired my moleskin. I have a new one.
Oh wow.
My 20, this is where, like, I'll just start. I'll just start. Like, let me just kind of like, like I'll start making like these lists and start
Mm-hmm.
to like kind of like figure things out. Okay,
Okay.
and for now, for like all the work I'm doing on Try by Fire in 2021, I'm physically keeping track of my time. So I'm going to know exactly how long time it takes me to go from like a page to print ready page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then at that point, I'm going to be able to multiply that and know how long one book will take me. And these are things like, dude, I jump on them. I'm like super serious. Probably more serious about that than I am about the book itself. And
Mm-hmm.
dude, like it's tough because I think you're in the same boat as me. I know so many people that had this like potential that was nothing less than inspiring, and they couldn't manage it. They couldn't get it together. And
Hmm.
and and dude, I'm on the hook for that too, because Try by Fire was going to launch in July, and I had to pull it back because I knew I couldn't work on like two books at one time.
Yeah, that's nuts,
Like
man.
like stuff like that. And now I'm technically working on three books, but Captain Apocalypse is laid out to a degree already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Uzi Susie is like off and running.
Mm-hmm.
AKA Pad is Peter. Yes, AKA Pad is another also known as another known as Peter A. Deluca. That's where AKA Pad comes from.
That's pretty dope, man. I
But no,
really like your nickname.
but dude, like we're going to, like I'm here to even help you. Let's do the Gators. Let's get the Gators like sponsoring the Super Bowl. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, dude. Dude. My, I'm so excited because I can barely talk because I'm so excited because I love the Gators. I do feel like it can be ongoing, but it's a slow progression just to like bring the world over to the people. And
Yeah,
just here in Florida, like we're starting to get conventions back now. Like literally,
yeah,
like maybe the next 2 weeks we have a convention. We got a big artist, like we got voice actors for the Justice League animated series. I'm like, holy crap, man!
yeah.
It's nuts.
Dude, I walked by the Philadelphia Convention Center today because it's right down the street from me.
Wow, that's
And,
fantastic, man.
yeah, it's huge, it's beautiful. But then I'm like, my mind gets blown because I'm almost like, holy crap! It's been a year since anyone was inside of this place, and I'm just like, how's that business model? Like, don't they have bills to pay? Like dude, they used to get like 40,000 people for their Comic Con, like like 30,000 people easy. I don't know, dude. Like it's awesome. Like I said, you're in an area to rock and roll. I'm not. Like you can physically get out there and even show people the Gator stuff.
Yeah, no,
Like
dude. I have so much game plans, bro. It's like I'm thinking of like buying stickers and just go to like just record myself just putting stickers on any hot spot here in like down here in South Florida. I mean, it's crazy. Like I would see stickers, random stickers in like the gas station, and you know what? I'm gonna check it out because I'm like, it's pretty interesting font using Mario Bros. So I'm gonna check it out.
Yes, I love it. Well, dude, like, and it's also like this other stuff you're doing, dude. Like, you're so consistent with your streaming, all of it, dude. Like, that's awesome. That's stuff I'm trying to always get better at. I'm always trying to get like a little bit more consistent with even like this stuff, and it just sucks because I think last time we spoke, one of my goals were to like get Trial by Fire like done and stream like period.
Yeah.
And I really don't like. I don't stream in the fashion I envisioned back in July. Soon, hopefully soon. Like
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I'll just latch on to you. That's all.
Hey, man. My doors are open, bro. My doors are open for launch streams. I mean, I did a campaign closing for Demon Hunter Raven 2. It was fantastic. Nice. We got a lot of creators jumping on. One big one, which is Tyler Carpenter from Drawn Talk. So I mean, it was fantastic, man. It was a blast. So once Trial by Fire gets to its goal, man, it's party on, bro. If you want to invite like anyone that you want to bring on the stream, let me know. I'll connect them. I'll DM them the link to the stream, and we get it done.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I think the people you're reaching and the people I'm reaching, like I said, I think this is like the next layer. Like this, like we're not the guys getting $300,000, but that's not saying like like 100,000, 300. Like that stuff is clearly in the future because even if you think 1 year from now, the level of work and the stuff we're doing, like just through new media, is going to get more efficient. Yeah, get your ball. There you go.
Yeah. Oh man, I love Scott. He just has jokes today, man.
Yeah, and real quick, the $200 tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up right now, dude.
Yeah, that's going to be a full skate deck. It's a skateboard. There's some of that I haven't figured out what the logistics are. Like I will get those probably within a week.
Yeah. Okay? Yeah, no, dude. I got a question for you, man. Oh man, before this doxes me.
Yeah. Oh my, yeah. We don't like that.
Oh no. Here we go. There we go.
Nice.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold up. Oh, okay. Good. It didn't show my information. I got excited. I clicked. I'm like, oh man. It's like, let's go to details. Not my details.
Yeah, right.
So, but yeah, dude, like, it's like a premium, premium tier. But what, like, caught me off guard, dude, was, like, it doesn't come with, like, the ash can. It's like, does it come with the ash can or does it not? This is a premium tier.
Yeah, so, like, the whole idea is that will come with everything.
Okay.
With what was available for, like, the early bird signups.
Okay.
It was just kind of like, it was just something, I put it up there. I thought, like, I was back and forth because it is expensive to get that made up, okay? And that entire tier is going to be like an upfront fee for me.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and then at that point, I'm just going to have to figure out if I'm going to get rid of them, if I'm going to mail them out as like gifts or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was something that I was more interested in getting done because I think it's going to be cool.
Right.
I think it's awesome. I can jump in there. I can afford it. But it's also, like I wanted a little bit of feedback on it. But I'll fix all of that tonight to where it just breaks down everything that it includes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Juke Joint. I don't know if I gave a shout out to Nefarious. Thank you for coming by the stream, buddy. Dude. So here's this thing, man. I'm like, I said it in the green room, but I'm gonna say it live. How come you did not put a tier where we can get the beautiful physical copies of these prints right here, man?
Yeah.
I was like saving up cash, especially now with like the freaking the extra cash we're getting is like, oh my god, now I get to get awesome original art from AKA Pad, and it's not a tier.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I would even say you were even not very receptive to it. But my whole reasoning is, I'm making a comic. I'm not making artwork. I'm not making original. I'm making a product. To myself, the original artwork means nothing until if I get it into the computer, if I digitize it, that's it. I have zero interest in that artwork at that time. And once I have this scanned in,
yeah. Hold on, let me enlarge you, dude. Because look at the crime. Look at the crime scene right here. This talented man is just putting it. He's like Rob Liefeld, okay? He's holding off all of his art until he keels over and his kids can bid all his original art.
Yeah, but no, it kind of just gets thrown away at that point.
Oh my god, did you hear that, folks? He throws away his original art. It breaks my heart, man. How dare you?
Sometimes I'll have people over and they'll just be like, well, take it. Take because again, I'm making a comic. I'm not making original artwork for a tier. And that's something, dude, I debated that for a while. I debated that. I debated other ideas I can draw you into the comic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just no. I don't, it's not that I don't think they haven't worked for some people. I think they have. But, but that's not me. That's not the product, I want to put out. I just want to be focused on TBF, period. That's it. I just care about getting it, printed.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's unconventional.
Dude, it's very unconventional. I'm surprised, because you're such a talented artist. Your art brings so much energy. I'm so surprised you don't show off, original art. You don't even have a commission tier, which is really big in these campaigns now. There are even tiers where you can, get a digital commission, which is cheap. But with a physical, it's oh my gosh. So it's dude, what are you doing, man? It's I want to drop kick you, but out of love.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest. I'd rather mail out some of this stuff to the people who are supporting me,
right?
Because it's going in the right direction.
Okay.
I'd rather do that because. Again, at the end of the day, it's hard for me to put even a value on it because it literally means nothing to me. And I think this is because I probably spent too much time in an office, and you kind of look at things. You look at good ideas, and you throw them away. You kind of look at possibilities, and you find out ways to execute it to see if it's even a viable solution. And again, I look at everything I'm doing, in that direction. I'm just looking at how do I make it better? How do I make it more efficient? How do I get quicker doing it? And I think, because a lot of people are but what if your artwork is worth all this money? And I'm well, if I get to that level, my comics will be selling. I'd rather sell a crap load of comics than a single page for $300, because shipping out that comics that represent that value for the physical artwork. Well, thank you.
Yeah. No, my dude Justin here, he's backing it right now, dude. So that's a huge accomplishment. Thank you, Justin.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Okay.
Justin comes in. Justin
Justin Ori.
Yeah, might get mailed some artwork.
Oh man.
In his package for watching. But see, like that's the stuff I'd rather do because, like I hate to keep saying it. It just means, like, dude, I was on for Uzi Susie.
Right.
I was almost going to do like a tier where I just dumped like a stack of like artwork. Like,
holy crap! No.
For like $500. Like, yeah, it's like over. Where is it?
You gotta show me. You gotta show me, dude. Cause you gotta blow these. You gotta blow us away, man, with your art. It's just.
Well, here, like, I'll show you some of this.
All right, I'm gonna enlarge you again, dude. You're the star of the show, right? Oh my god, bro! So it's thick.
Yeah, so that's Uzi Susie. So these are like things for issue 2. This is
these are pencils, right? Yeah, it's pencil work.
So this is the map of like where she lives.
Holy crap!
So, like,
I love the wait. Is like literally the what is it? The street or like the whole entire state?
This is the entire city.
Dude, it's a freaking boot.
Yeah, it's kind of like a claw. Like
it's a claw. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a claw, but yeah. So like we're like into issue 2 now.
Oh, awesome!
Like right here, issue 2.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Like here's her like shooting someone in head.
Right.
So, and then like we have like potential cover for issue 2.
Oh man.
Here's one of the villains for issue 2, Kryborg.
Sounds kind of meta.
Yeah, right. It's Kryborg, and then here like we'll have like here like like these are just a lot of the sketches.
Wow, man.
For upcoming stuff, and then
beautiful.
Like, this is issue 1.
Holy, that's issue 1. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude.
So we have like just like a lot of it.
And you lettered your own stuff too?
Yeah. So
no way, kid. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Pete, you're killing me here, man.
I gotta fix that.
Okay.
Fix this. So like that's really it.
Holy crap, dude.
Because the prototypes I had printed up of this.
Wow, man.
Yeah. Like, dude.
You are insane. Like, but in a good way.
This is an unused dead page.
Okay.
But then, like, this is
man.
And then that's another unused dead page.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
And then these are the like the pinups and stuff.
Oh my god. You're killing me, Peter. That you're not giving these away.
Trading card art. Like
trading cards, dude. I dig it. I dig it.
Like right here, see.
Oh my gosh, bro. Holy cow.
And then like that's the poster.
Mm-hmm.
So and then these are like what became of the like
the stickers. That is awesome, man.
But if you want to see, like, I'm not erasing any lines.
Right.
Like, I'm keeping it as raw as possible.
Shoot,
like,
bro.
Because I just said, like, the hell with this. So even here, like, I probably have enough, like, rejected pages.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to even, like, do something with those. Where, like, kind of, like, the story kind of went this way, and I'm like, I'll get, like, 4 panels in, and I'm just like, like, no, like, I need another 2 panels to go in this direction. And sticking to that 12-page format with Uzi Susie, like, optimized the way how I thought about paneling.
Right.
Because I'm like, holy crap, like, I have to communicate this. And, dude, like, there was, like, parts of Uzi Susie's origin, like, not giving too much away. But part of it is, like, she gets dragged into, like, the river. She gets thrown into the river. Like all tied up and stuff.
Yeah.
It took me like I would just be staring, and I'm like, how's she going to get out of the house? Like, who brings her out of the house? How does she get tied? And you kind of reverse engineer it, and then like at the same time, I'm giving myself like 90 minutes.
Right. So Nefarious is just giving you a helpful tip, saying like price wise, each of those art pages could get listed for $100. As NDIV rewards in the campaign, and D. Chappelle says, "Dude," with a pause.
Yeah,
that art looks dope. Dude, this is why. This is the whole point of like Indie Spotlight, where I just bring on like hot guests and the unknown. That, dude, you're the hot ticket, man. Literally, like you. I just don't know how you're not blowing up yet. But dude, Trial by Fire is gonna blow up, man.
Yeah, I'm not like again, like perfectly honest. I'm almost like not concerned with that as much as I'm concerned with everything. Everything
Mm-hmm. Right.
everything I do be better. That's it. Like because I view like a lot of my skill levels as like right there. Like and like I'm like, oh, like let's get up here, and
Right.
and so much of it is just me looking at my own stuff saying like, oh, it's like you can't talk to me after I work on something.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. Like I hate everything I do all the time. It's endless. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. Like we'll get something. We'll do something cool for your boy for Juke.
Yeah. No, Justin Ori is awesome, dude. Like he has a messed up hand, and he uses that hand to do his own art. He does everything like you, dude. He does traditional. He inks traditionally. He colors. He's doing like he's starting to do watercolors. So, dude, like
Well, I'll look him up. I guess he's on.
look him up, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, and a lot of that too is my like my sketchbook work and these ways I milk my productivity because like I'm just all about completing things, getting things done like somewhat timely, and kind of making like taking it to the next level. Meaning, like with Uzi Susie, like every time I draw her holding a gun, I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to draw it differently.
Right.
Like I'm not repeating like like a profile shot. I'm trying to like push it like this. I'm trying to push it like that because
Mm-hmm.
by the time I'm done drawing Uzi Susie, I want to be able to draw that any way possible for like the next book or the next character. And I think a lot of people you get hung up on like maybe like the four things you're having trouble doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I just say the hell with it. Like like okay, like don't let people see those four things, but you also have a list of things you're doing well. And if
Right.
you know what that list is, that should be a little bit of the art style around your book. Like
Most definitely.
and we've seen a lot of books go in that direction where like an artist might be really good with texture, someone might be really good with shadows, someone might be really good with panel to panel storytelling. And we look at these books and we think they're by design, but they're not. They're actually by
Mm-hmm.
accident. And I
Mm-hmm.
like, but I take that approach with my own stuff. Where like even again with Uzi Susie, I'm working in like drawing pens. I never really did that before.
Right.
Like I never used drawing pens. I always use pen and ink, crow quill, brush.
Yeah,
And
dude. So that's my question, man. Is like, what is the different? Like, what is like the difference, or maybe somewhat similar, is between like just using a crow quill versus like these
yeah,
pens right here with
so
the different sizes and everything.
so like a crow quill, like you're going to be able to like let me go over here.
Yeah.
The crow quill, like see the like the wings here.
Yeah.
See how I can like dig into the paper and go
Mm-hmm.
from like thick to thin.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of the control you have over a crow quill, and
Okay.
and like a lot of the stippling I have around the concrete. See, like
Yeah.
I can kind of you can be a little bit more exact and purposeful, and a lot of times when you deal with a like a fine liner or a drawing pen, you're subject to how well that pen is made and how well it holds up. And with a crow quill, you can limit the type of ink. You can you can let your ink dry a little bit more to thicken up. You can loosen up your ink. You can give yourself options of even how much ink is in that crow quill. Because a lot
Hmm.
of times when I ink, like all of this will be black. Because I'm wiping the crow quill on my finger as I'm working on the page.
That's crazy,
I
man.
feel like I'm editing the amount of ink I have access to within, and it's a little bit more of a, like I would say, like detailed process. But,
Mm-hmm.
but once you figured it out, you can almost just like again, I work from like a very loose sketch and I go right to inks,
That's
and,
awesome.
and I love that because if you screw up, like it's over.
Yeah.
Like
Literally.
like you really have to like go back, and there's a lot of times where I'll start inking something and it's just not there, and I'll pull out and I'll restart, and that's it. And again, I'm not I'm not held. I don't hold myself to the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times, if I'm thinking of a monetary value, I'm going to try and finish it, even though it's going to like suck.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make it pop, so I'll go through a couple like bristle boards until it's there, and I'm like, great, because like I just want to get to my scanners right over here. I just want to be able to like flatbed that mother effer, and we're done. Like I'm moving on. Like I'm grabbing some more White Claws. Like I'm watching some Disney like Plus or whatever, and that's it. Like but I think a lot of it is I'm so detached from my own work along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like never get attached. Never be afraid to pick up like different materials, because a lot of the ideas too with like with my sketchbooks like these.
Yeah.
And, I'm like, hey, like let's work with like gel pens. Let's work with gel pens. And I'm like, let me do 300 pages of gel pens. Like, and it's me jumping into like another medium, forcing myself out of my comfort zone. And even for this, like one of my rules for this one,
Mm-hmm.
no pencil. All of my drawing is pen only.
Mm.
So I'm just like, like if I have to draw like a city shot, it's all pen. Like I'm not penciling this at all. And that forces me now to like pre-visualize like what I'm about to draw, like fully in my mind. So when I like a black pen or a dark blue pen to paper, I know what direction I'm going. I'm not figuring it out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like that's a lot of the process.
Yeah, it's a lot of process. So, speaking of process, my buddy, the Flock Comic says, after the campaign ends, when should people expect the book? Maybe you can answer both of them. Maybe he's asking for both, like maybe Trial by Fire and Uzi Susie. Dude, go.
So Uzi Susie is shipping within a week. Okay, so everyone that got that on Etsy, they're already going to get it within a week. Try by Fire, it's a 2-month campaign. I have it for March. I expect the book to be printed by the end of February.
Mm-hmm. So and do you have like a fulfillment team for both of them, or you're doing it all on your own?
No, because so here's the thing. So
okay,
I used to run a pretty sizable eBay business.
Oh, awesome.
And here in Philly, I've interfaced with a lot of retailers that are on Amazon. They're selling on Amazon, they're selling on eBay, they're selling on Facebook and Craigslist local. And these are guys with like little warehouses that have it's a full facility. But even for myself, I'm managing all the shipping, all the fulfillment myself. Not saying I'm going to pack it all, but it's all done like within my own facilities. It's all going to be done through here. Uzi Susie is going to be more of this like little experience. Like once you like unbox it, like it's going to be a little bit of a thing. Okay, Try by Fire will be a little bit more standard and basic, but again, like Uzi Susie's all about like living in this world. And Try by Fire is more about like the book is the world for me. So each of those there's 2 separate shipping styles for both of those campaigns. Like they're not the same, but they're also like super cool.
They are.
Because I think of things like, how do I want to get something in the mail?
Mm-hmm.
If you waited 2 months, like 2 to 3 months to get Try by Fire, like you waited like 3 months for that. Like when you get it in the mail, it's going to have to like pop. And the other thing too is all my early adopters for TBF.
Yeah.
They'll get like other merchandise.
I can't wait. I'm one of them.
I just haven't announced it yet. Okay.
Oof. Well, I'm glad that you announced it here.
Yeah, so it's going to be again. A lot of Try by Fire is stuff like I would want from a comic book campaign, and I kind of wanted to stay away from bookmarks, bumper stickers. Like I want things to be like of a series, to be of a set, and I also want something for you to give out. Okay, so there's other ideas within Try by Fire to get that done.
Right, man.
Because I want everyone getting Try by Fire to also, talk about it. Like, because we all have a friend that thinks if they buy something on the internet, the government's going to stalk them or China's going to hack. Like, we all know that guy.
Yeah.
And the guy that's afraid to buy something online, but maybe you can give him that. Like, you can give him something. So it's a lot of that. And these are also things I think, a lot of people don't think about. Like, when it comes to fulfilling their campaigns.
Yeah, most definitely, dude. So, Juke Joint says, yeah, and I might frame that crap. Most definitely, dude. Again, your art, man, is like, I'm going to frame it. I'm going to put it, like, in my studio here and just be like, dude, I got to be like that guy, but better. And also he says that he's impressed of the handwriting on top of that art. I was speechless when you even, like, hand lettered your own stuff in your page. I thought you, like, did the lettering physically, you scan it, and then you just type it in. Like, no, you put it in your freaking page, man. That's impressive.
Yes, thank you. So Try by Fire will be more of that process. But with Oozing Susie, I wanted it to be, like, as raw as possible. So it was like, so it was all about getting, like, Oozy Susie, like, print ready, again, in 90 minutes. Like, I'm giving myself an hour and change. I'm putting on, like, one of my playlists. And can I get this page into the scanner on the flatbed in, like, 90 minutes? I'm not erasing a lot with Oozy Susie. I'm letting a lot of those raw pencil lines, like, show through. But that was also, like, a big itch I had to scratch. Like, I got almost obsessed with getting better with lettering. Like, it just overwhelms me. And a lot of times with Uzi, some of them are on my table, but I'll have a few pages and I'll have, like, pieces of dialogue, like, that I just want, and I'll write the dialogue and I'll have no idea what goes into the panel. Like, no idea. I'm just like, son of a bitch. Like, like, I put myself in, like, another weird box, but, like, and these are things at one time I was afraid to do. Like, I was reprehensive. I was holding myself back, and eventually, in my head, I'm just like, no. Like, we're doing it. We're going to do it this way. If it sucks, no one needs to see it. If it sucks, I'll just throw it up. And then as soon as I start posting the Uzi Susie stuff, like, people start, like, DMing me. People start, like, doing stuff about that. So, and leaving comments. But, hey, it's all about making comics.
Yeah, dude. So, I don't want to take up too much of your time, dude, because
sounds good.
You ooze with excellence, man. But, we never got to the point of, like, even starting it, because I always start this one question before I even start everything. What's your background, dude? What's your background?
Well, my background, oh my God, my background is, self-taught. A lot of my videos, I'll go through the comics that inspired me in high school. And you'll see a lot of this on Twitter, because I'll, like, shout out to those people. And essentially, went through high school, self-taught artist. Out of high school, I got published a few times, like, had a couple books. Went into web design, went into graphic design. Basically got into, like, Center City, Philadelphia. Did that for about, like, 6-7 years. And then got into being an IT guy, an IT consultant. I work with the Philadelphia Parking Authority. And so that's, like, the 9 to 5. So, and then, I mean, like, no school, no education, no degree at all. And I'm just a guy that, I guess I'm silly enough to think I can do things, and I keep trying to do stuff, and that's it. Like that's my background.
Yeah, dude, you're like how you speak sounds passionate. I mean, you have a drive, man. You have a drive since like high school, man. And I just love it. It's very contagious, and I hope like everyone. I put down in the description below, guys, on his Twitter. He even has a link tree to link up to all of his stuff, like his YouTube channel, his podcast, everything, man. He's a jack of all trades, guys. So just keep him in, like, just keep a close eye, man, because he is a raw talent. Like, how many artists do you even know that hand letters their original art? None.
None of them. But no. But hey, thanks for the time too, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's always fun. We will do this again soon.
Mm-hmm.
Next time, we'll announce some things.
Most definitely, dude. I'm gonna pick on you with one more question. Can you forgive me for this one question?
Yes.
What are the inspirations of those artists that just formed that art style of yours, dude?
Yeah. So it's so much of it. It really is like the Image Comics 7. So
Okay.
like a lot of that cross hatching is me trying to emulate Jim Lee and Scott Williams. A lot of my if it's dynamic, that's me trying to emulate Todd McFarlane. If it's wild and cool, like I hate to say it, that's like the Rob Liefeld in me.
Yeah.
And then along the way, there's like other guys that would do like the cross hatching a little bit better. There's guys like Greg Capullo when he was working on Spawn that drew Spawn better than McFarlane. Like
Yeah.
like for 80 issues, he really drew like the top level Spawn. So but nowadays, like, so here's my arc. Like I used to have a stack of comics on my drawing table, like a stack of books. Now there's nothing. Like there's no stack at all on my drawing table. I sit down, and my only objective is like not to waste my own time.
Right.
Like
Wow.
I don't want to waste my own time because I do have I like drinking. I like alcohol. I like going out. I like working out. I work a 9 to 5. I have a social life. And when I sit down, even if it's for like 90 minutes, if it's for 2 hours,
Right.
I want to get something out of that drawing table back there within 2 hours.
Uh-huh.
But today, I don't know. Like, I still go back to like a lot of my like original dudes, like Trent here from Creed.
Yeah.
Like this dude, like I'm still looking at his stuff, and this kid was like 15 years old when he drew this.
That is insane.
Yeah. Oh, we got EVS right here as the letters. Like,
Yeah.
But this is this is the stuff I still go to. It's still the stuff I was really into in high school because I view it that like I have the capability to do this stuff now. Like in high school, I couldn't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can. So I'm just really still in my high school style.
Wow.
And that's it, dude. Like it's there's no trick. Like I'll still go back to the same books I looked at in high school. I'm not looking at anything like almost like above the 90s. And that's it. But there's other guys that have an attitude that are like outside the comic or like like other thought leaders in other industries that I latch on to outside of comics to get me going. So like because I'm a lot of what you see back here.
Yeah.
A lot of them are not comic books, like they're books. And I read a lot of biographies.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of that sort of thing because all my best ideas are not going to come from comics. I hate to say it. I hate to say, like everything within Trial by Fire, like the comic book science of it, none of it came from comics. Like it's coming from me reading like Einstein, me understanding like relativity. I read like about space like all the time. I love space crap, because it gives me like an avenue to do two things at once. Like one comic, and then think about some of these other weird things, but getting a little bit back to the artwork, like sometimes things come from like a different place. Like some of the Uzi Susie style came from me like kind of re-exploring Roger or Art Crumb,
Okay.
like Robert Crumb, where like at one time his stuff looked so detailed and like intricate to me, and I just looked at him like I'm like mother effer, I can kind of do that now. Not saying like I'm not going to be as great as Art Crumb, but
Mm-hmm.
like the way how he drew that electrical box on that back wall, I can do that. Like I can draw that box. So and a lot of times, like these are the things I will like that I'll mix together. It's almost like a cement mixer. Like,
Yeah.
like I'll get upset by Art Crumb, inspired by Hobo with the Shotgun. Like,
I just love the title of the name. Was it Hobo Shotgun?
Hobo with the
I need to know this dude's like mindset when he thought of that. I just want to know.
Dude, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. I'll sit down and like watch that movie, like, and every time I watch it, it's like the first time I ever saw it. It's just like every time I'm like, oh, like, but yeah, and it's just like I'm all about trying to be as eclectic as possible, even when it comes to like the physical side of like comic book artwork. Like, like, hey, I built a gym in my backyard.
Oh wow.
So I could deadlift during COVID because all the gyms were shut down. But
Yeah.
I built a gym back there because I'm always obsessed with having a stronger back. Because the stronger my back is, the less sore I'm going to get at the drawing table. Like, like I want to be strong when I'm sitting at the drawing table and not kind of have these like other things like holding me back. But I don't know, like even on the side, I'll send you some of these other things I'm like chipping away at when it comes to new books I'm discovering or new books like I'm going through. But but most new books I discover are books from the '90s. I didn't know that. So
yeah, no, dude. So,
yeah.
just for our last comment of the day is the juke joint. My next interview on my channel is with an actor and a director, and he acted in a movie called Zombie with a Shotgun, which is inspired by that movie. What? That is insane.
I'm going to look up that movie like right now. I got my phone. I look up Zombie with a Shotgun. Oh my god.
That's insane, dude. So yeah, man. Even my buddy Justin Ori, he's doing interviews too. So you got like another show to jump on to promote your comic, dude.
I will reach out to him. He seems like he is cool people. He's
he is super cool. Like he has experience doing interviews. He did radio. So I mean, he's a really cool dude.
That's
Hold on, let me enlarge you.
Yeah, Zombie with a Shotgun right here. Look at that. That's very
sick.
Oh my god, I have to watch it now. Yeah, but no, dude. Like, hey, again, like everything you do, like, thanks a million, dude. It's so well appreciated.
Of course, dude. Most definitely, man. I love doing this. I love meeting new people and just it's like, gosh, man, people need to know this person. They need to know this book. Oh my god, bro, it's insane, man.
Look, I also know my way around Florida. I've been to Florida a lot.
Oh, so, all right.
So one of these days, I might be in your neighborhood too. So
my gosh, dude!
Yeah, but you have to get ready for that.
You gotta let me know, man, because I could take a week off vacation and then we'll make it happen, man.
Just hanging with AKA Pad in the Sunshine State. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Let's do this.
But no, dude. But yeah, I'll let you sign off because I don't want to I feel like I'm keeping you at this point.
No, man, I'm keeping you. What are you talking about? This is my show. I'll keep you however long I want to.
Yeah, I feel like I'm keeping you. But no, I'm fine. Like you're kind of like you're kind of probably keeping me from like breaking pencils and cursing.
Oh man. So, anyways, dudes.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end the stream because it's been awesome. It's been a great show. Thank you, Peter, for joining tonight. Dude, you're awesome. Everyone is blown away with your art. I mean, I think the highlight is that you letter your own pages. It's like bro, you're like 1 a million.
Oh my god. Well, thank you. I'm still trying to get better with it too.
Yeah, man.
I'm still like, but hey, dude, yeah. We'll do this very soon again.
Yeah, most definitely, man. He'll contact you. That's what Justin said. So
Yep.
I'm excited. I love it, man. I love it.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Cool. All right,
All right, guys. So make sure to go and back Trial by Fire. And even if this is not your book, guys, shout it out, share it, tag AKA Pat. And if you did back it, let him know what your number is. Let social media know, bro. We are like the punk rockers of the indie scene, man. And it is awesome. It does not matter what year it is. The indie scene is thriving as we speak, man.
And I love that because we are the punk rockers.
Yeah, man.
We really are. The hell with these guys. All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, good night, guys. You all ooze with excellence. God bless. Have a